Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Hamada on behalf of our school, Rawad International School. I would like to welcome you all to our new lesson. This is the beginning of week 12, inshallah. I hope that you have had successful weeks. Today's lesson will be vocabulary. We will continue talking about Unit 13. As you can see here, okay, friends, when you go to week 12, you will find the vocabulary Unit 13. You click on this page. You will find the number of tasks. The first one is a PowerPoint presentation, which I will show you now. Then you will have a link to test your vocabulary, and after you finish this exercise, you will receive a mark. You need to post it in the discussion forum right here. You have another link for vocabtest, also Unit 13. It's additional. It will help you comprehend the vocabulary more. And then the discussion forum. What you need to post in the discussion forum is that you need to, first thing you need to post that you are present, the time you are present, and then you need to post also your mark that you receive for page 171, the antonym. What is your mark out of 5? And then page 172, sentence completion, how much you got out of 20. Page 173, vocabulary in context, how much you got out of 5, and test your vocabulary mark, how much you got out of, there is no mark out of what, but the mark you receive. You need to post it here. So you need to copy this link, copy these lines, right click, copy them, and have them ready. Then you go to discussion forum, you post them, you paste it there, you paste it, and then you fill in the information you need. For the vocabulary, these are, let me refresh your minds before we start Unit 13. As we talked last week, these are the words. These are all the words that you need to recall. I wish that you could read them all. Adapt, attest, dovetail, enormity, falter, foreboding, forlorn, haughty, impediment, imperative, loiter, Mellinger, pithy, plunder, semper, steadfast, vaunted, vilify, wave, and the last word is right. Okay, as you remember, the first word is adapt, and as I told you, you studied this word in science when you talked about adaptation and animal adaptation and plant adaptation. It is a verb, means to adjust or change to suit conditions. Like a lot of schools, for example, a lot of schools adapted to online teaching. The synonyms are these, okay, and these are the antonyms. So that you focus on the meaning, synonym and antonym. The synonyms of the word adapt are regulate or alter or acclimate, and the antonyms are remain unchanged. If you remain unchanged, the opposite is you adapt. So adapt means to change or adjust to changes. The next word is attest. Attest is a verb, means to bear witness or affirm to be true or genuine. For example, I attested that I was absent last lesson. So it means to bear witness or to affirm to be true, to declare that this is true, to confess. Next word is dovetail, means to fit together. As a verb, means to fit together, like in the shape here. You put when you let these two parts fit together, they dovetail and they produce this shape. Also, these ones fit together, they dovetail. And also, the dovetail is the shape, means to connect as to form a whole. And also, it's been taken from a shape of a tail of a dove, like here. Okay, so dovetail is a verb, means to fit together exactly, and also to connect so as to form a whole. Next word is the word enormity, which means the quality of exceeding all moral bounds. Like here, the people are doing wrong things. That's enormity. Enormity. Yeah, and exceeding means exceeding or surpassing or going beyond all the evil acts. Like here, for example, here, child abduction, forced prostitution, forced labor, forced marriage. So these are all types of enormity, like evil acts. And also enormity means an exceedingly evil act. And also it means a huge size, like here, huge enormity of stars in the sky. Next, the next word is the word falter, is a verb, means to hesitate, not to be stable, stumble, lose courage. And like this person here, he doesn't know what to say, so he falters. Sometimes we falter if you don't know what to say. To speak hesitantly. Okay, this is what I'm doing now. I'm faltering in this word. And also, falter means to lose drive or weaken or decline. Like here, going down. Like prices of oil falter these days. Some certain things, prices of gold falter these days. So they are not. They decline. They go down. They decrease. Next word is the word foreboding, means a warning or a feeling that something bad will happen. And it's a noun. For example, every day I received a forewarning from the Ministry of Health saying that either you stay at home or you will get coronavirus. So it's a foreboding message. And also foreboding is as a noun, as I said, a foreboding. And it's an adjective. So it's a noun and adjective. Next word is the word forlorn. It's an adjective, which means totally abandoned. Like here, nobody lives in this house, so it's forlorn. It's an adjective. This is a forlorn house. And also helpless, sad and lonely, wretched or pitiful, almost hopeless. These are all meanings of the word forlorn. All of the meanings, they are related to having nobody inside or being sad. Next word is the word haughty, which is an adjective, means chillingly proud and more than enough proud and scornful. So it has a negative connotation and it's not nice. Not haughty person. Next one, the word impediment. It's a physical defect, like here, this piece of obstacle here. It's a physical defect, a hindrance or an obstacle. Next word, imperative, means necessary. It's an adjective, means necessary or something that has to be done, like it's imperative to do your homework. And also it means urgent. You can't go to a hospital these days except only if you have an imperative situation. And also a form of a verb expressing a command. So it's something that you have to do, it's an imperative. Next word is the word loiter, which means to linger in an aimless way, and it's a verb. Like these two guys, they have nothing to do, so they loiter outside. During these days, you can't loiter in the streets, otherwise you will be taken by the police. And you will be fined. Hang around or dawdle. Next word is Mellinger, means to pretend illness or to pretend that he is sick, to avoid duty or work. As you can see in the picture here, this person is not really sick, but he is pretending that he's ill to avoid going to work, so he Mellinger. And also Mellinger means to lie down on the job. Next word is pithy. The word pithy is an adjective, and it means short but full of meanings. Sometimes your father says pithy sentences, like here, there is always time to be kind, or as I said last time, a friend in need is a friend indeed. It's a pithy sentence. The next word is the word plunder. Plunder is a verb which means to rob or steal by force, especially during wartime, to seize as well, to seize wrongfully. And it's also a noun. Plunder is also a noun, which means the property stolen by force. Like yesterday, the police got the plunder, or the police found the plunder in the street, which means they found the property stolen by force. So plunder is a verb, to do something, to rob, and also it's a noun, which means that thing that's being stolen, property being stolen. Next word, semper is a verb, means to smile or speak in a silly way, like here. This is a silly, see how does he smile? This one. It looks like, yeah, it's not a real one. He's not honestly speaking. He's not honestly smiling. So semper means to smile in a silly way or forced way. Yeah, he's being forced to smile. Like some students, when their teacher says something, a silly joke, they have to smile. So they semper because they are as a way of compliment. And also semper is a noun which means a silly or forced smile. So it's a verb and noun. The next word is steadfast, which is an adjective, which means firmly fixed or strongly stable or fixed, constant, not moving or changing, steady. Next word, vaunted, means like this guy here, he is really, he's more than enough proud about himself. He says, I'm really special because there is only one of me. It's an adjective. He is a vaunted guy because he is much boasted about in a vain or swaggering way. Next word. I'm just recapping, by the way. Vilify is a verb, means to abuse or belittle. Belittle. If you remove the first two letters B, it will be little, which means small. So belittle is a verb, means to vilify, which means to abuse or belittle unjustly or maliciously. You shouldn't belittle your little sister. The next word is waif, which is a person, usually a child, without a home or a friend. Like she is a waif. She has no home. She's a homeless person. She's a homeless, a waif. And also it means a stray person or animal, even also an animal. If you find an animal in the street that's not being taken care by any person, so it's a waif that comes along by chance or stray bit. The next word is wry, adjective, which is an adjective, like being twisted, not straight, or turn it to be to one side. Like here, the way this face smiles, it's a wry, twisted. Try to do it now yourself. Twist your mouth or twist your lips. That's a wry smile. Cleverly or grimly humorous. Yeah. And I think that's the end of the words. Now let's go back to the tasks. Now I want you to go to your book. Open your book page. 1 second. It's page 171. 171. Here's the page. Yeah, this one here. On your own, I want you to start using it. You can use a dictionary, no problem. And start doing this exercise. 5 questions. Once you finish, I'll show the answers. Okay. Then you're going to go over these exercises. Sentence. This is sentence completion. You have 20 questions. 20 questions. You need to find which of these words fills in the space in these sentences. Okay. Okay. And on page 173, you have another 5 questions as well. You need to choose the correct answer. Once you finish, now stop the video and give yourself time. Give yourself like 5 minutes for this exercise and another 10 minutes for the other exercise, sentence completion. That's 15 minutes. And then 5 minutes for this one, so it's 20 minutes. So give yourself now 20 minutes to do these 3 pages, 151, 152, and 153. Stop the video, honestly, and start doing your work. Once you finish, now, it's now checking time. Where is it? Here. You start checking your answers. Sorry. Marquise. So these are the answers to the antonyms. And these are the answers to the next part. First 10 questions in the sentence completion. Then next page. First 10 questions. The second 10 questions in the sentence completion. So now you give yourself a mark out of 20 here, and the mark out of 5 here in the entrance part. You need to post these marks later. So make sure that you put the right mark and also be honest to yourself. Next page, 150, 173. You also give yourself a mark, number 3, number 1, D, number 2, B, number 3, C, and number 4, it's A, number 5, it is D. Okay, so put a mark here also out of 5. Now you have 3 marks: antonyms, sentence completion, and here vocabulary in context. These 3 marks plus the mark that you will another mark that I will tell you later. Okay, now so that's the PowerPoint. We're done. Test your vocabulary. When you click on this link, it will take you to this page, sadlier.com. sadlier.com. If it doesn't work with you, you just Google. You write in Google vocabulary workshop. You open the first link, and then you will open level C. Then you go to the required unit, which is unit 13. Unit 13, that's unit 13. Make sure that it says here unit 13. And then you go to, these are all a lot of games, exercises. This is practice quiz, practice worksheet. It's the same questions being put in a form of a quiz or in a worksheet. Okay, so these are the same. Flashcards to help you understand the words. iWords listening. If you want to listen to the words, you use an explanation as well. You use this link. Hangman is a game you are all familiar with. Test your vocabulary. That's the one that I want you to do now. You click on this one, you will have a number of questions. Whenever you do one of them wrong, you will receive the same question again and again till you master all of the words. At the end of the exercise, you will receive a mark. This mark you need to post it in the discussion forum. So far you have 4 marks to post. The antonyms, sentence completion, vocabulary in context, and this one. This is called vocabulary, test your vocabulary. It's called test your vocabulary. Okay. If you still have time and you want to practice the vocabulary more, the words more, you go to the next link, which is this one here. It's called vocabtest unit 13. You click on this one, it will take you directly to this page. And then make sure that it's unit, it says here, vocabulary test for 8th grade, unit what? It says here, as you can see, unit what? It says here, unit 13. If you don't know how to open it, or if the link doesn't work with you, you also write here, vocabtest, and you click on grade, 8th grade, and then you choose one of the units. Let's say you want to practice unit 13, test check unit, and you have a lot of games, a lot of interesting games, learning definitions, reverse definitions, vocabulary sentences, reverse sentences, synonyms, antonyms, reverse antonyms, parts of speech, stress marks, spelling multiple choice, and also many other games. Okay, friends? So this is optional. This website is optional. If you have more time, you can use it. Back to the Schoology. So vocabulary is done. The PowerPoint is done. Test your vocabulary is done. Vocabulary test, vocabtest unit 13 also is done. And then finally go to the discussion forum. Discussion forum. You copy these lines, copy them, and then you post them in the post them, and then you fill the marks. For example, you need to replace these dots with the mark that you received in page 171 antonyms, and replace these dots with the right mark that you received out of 20. And then on page 173, there was an exercise that says vocabulary in context. It was only 5 questions. You insert here what's your mark out of 5, and then test your vocabulary. It's the website, vocab workshop. It's I think it went out. Yes, this one here. The mark you get at the end, you post it here. Okay, friends, and then you're done for today. I think everything's clear now. That's all for today. If you have any questions, 1 second, please. Okay, friends, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to post them in the discussion forum, or you can even post them. I'd rather you post them here in the discussion forum, not on the WhatsApp. Finally, please stay safe and follow the Ministry of Health instructions to prevent the spread of coronavirus, COVID-19. May Allah grant us success in this life and the hereafter. Thank you very much for your continued support and your attention. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.